Hey guys, welcome back to Andrew Smith Music, where I'll be providing guitar lessons and guitar tutorials as well as some gear reviews. Today we're going to be learning Metallica's new single Lux Æterna, so grab your guitar and let's get started. For the intro of this song we start on the D5 power chord, so that will be the 5th fret on the A string, and then the 7th fret on the D string. And then we want to play this and then slide our fingers down a fret to the 4th fret and 6th fret. And then we have the 4th fret and the 6th fret twice, and we want to palm mute that. So we got... And then what you want to do is do the same pattern, but just go down the frets, so then it will be down to the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret, and then the 2nd fret, 4th fret. So like this. We play this part 3 times, and then on the 4th time, so we have the D5 power chord again, but instead of just playing the 5th fret on the A string and 7th fret D string, we want to add a 5th fret onto the low E as well. So we have the 5th fret on the low E, 5th fret on the A string, and then 7th fret on the D string. We have one of these, just a quick one, then take the same finger position down a fret to the 4th fret, and then down again, and then down again. We have an A power chord that we let ring out. And then while you're holding down this power chord, we then slide our fingers up to the 14th fret on the D and the G string. This is just an octave higher than our A power chord. So that last bit we have. Alrighty, so then we move into the main riff of the song, which is a nice little chuggy riff that they've got going on here. So we want to start on the 7th fret on the G string, and we're going to pull off to the 5th fret and then pull that off to the open string. And then we want to play the open A string and then the 7th fret on the D string. And then we have 6 of the open A strings. And then 7th fret, we want to bar the 7th fret on the D and G string. And then the 8th fret on the D and G string. So at full speed. Now I'll play it slower for you, so... This plays through 4 times, and then straight after this, instead of going back to the little pull-off bit, we have a A power chord, so we have 4 of those, and then our 7 and 8th bar. And we just play that one through once, and then we go back into the main riff 4 times. Then we move on to the first verse of the song. So we want to start on the A power chord, so just open A string and then the 2nd fret on the D string. And then we have, after we play that, we then have 6 of the open A. And And then we have a C power chord, so 3rd fret on the A and 5th fret on the D. And then we move that up to the 5th fret and the 7th fret. And then back down. For the second bar, we have the same rhythm, but we want to start it on the G power chord, so that will be the 3rd fret on the low E and 5th fret on the A string. And then we go down to the C power chord, so 3rd fret A and 5th fret D. And then slide that down a fret to the 2nd and 4th fret and play that twice. So the first 2 bars will be... So we then play the first bar again, so the A power chord, C, D, C, and then the G again, but instead of just playing the C power chord and the B power chord, on this time we want to, like earlier, we want to add that low E string note into there. So it will be 3rd fret on the low E and A string, and 5th fret on the D. It's not too bad. All you have to really do here is just lift your pinky off of the 5th fret from the G power chord and just move it down a string onto the D string. And then we would play that twice. So this is how we play the verse. Hey guys, just quickly, if you're enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button and hit the subscribe button, as it will help this video reach the right audience. Cheers. And then we move on to this little pre-chorusy bit. We just have an F power chord, so 1st fret on the low E and 3rd fret on the A string. And this is just one of the power chord, so one hit of the power chord, and then we have all 16th notes to finish the bar. And then we go down to the E power chord, so just open E and 2nd fret on the D string. So we have... And then the next little bar, we have this little cool hammer-on riff. So it'll be the 10th fret on the low E string, and we want to hammer on to the 12th fret on the low E string, and then play another 2 12th frets after that. So we have... And we play this 4 times to fill out the bar, so the whole bar will be... So at full speed. This then goes into the chorus, which is our riff that we learned earlier, starting on the 7th fret G string. This runs through for 8 bars, and then we play the second verse, which is the same as the first verse. So we have our A power chord, C, D, C, G, C, B. And then into the little pre-chorusy bit, E hammer-ons. And then we play the chorus again. But this time for the chorus, we only play the riff 4 times. And then what we need to do is play our open A power chord. So open fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string. And we have 4 hits of that. And then our 7th fret on the D and G, and then 8th fret, and we play that 3 times. And then on the 4th time through, we want to play 3 of the A power chords and hold that last one a little longer because it's a quarter note, not an 8th note. And then we have the G power chord, F sharp power chord, F power chord. So it'll be 3rd fret on the G string and 5th fret on the A string. And then just slide it down a fret and then down another fret. So all together for that little section. This then goes into the guitar solo, which is pretty much a classic Kirk Hammett kind of solo. It's a bit of a mashup of all his. So I'll try and break this down into little chunks for you so it's a little bit easier. So this first little section, we just have a little tremolo kind of picking pattern here. So we start on the 17th fret on the high E, and then we're going to play 4 of those, 2 15th fret twice, and then 2 on the 12th fret. So you play this a couple of times and then it goes down onto the 15th fret on the B string and then 12th fret on the B string. And then 14th fret on the G string and then 12th fret on the G string. So then we have a bend on the 14th fret on the G string and the B string. It's just a little like 3/4 bend. And then the 12th fret on the G string to the 14th fret on the D string. So we play that twice. And then we want to bend the 14th fret on the G string up a full bend, so we're hitting this B note. And then we want to play the 12th fret on the B string twice. So we play that 3 times, and then on the 4th time, after we play the 2 12th frets, we have a bend on the 15th fret on the B string. So that bar will be. Now I don't have a whammy bar on this guitar, but this part is a little pull-off part that Kirk does a few times in a couple of songs. So we want to start on the 12th fret on the G string, and we want to pull that off just to the open string. And you really want to kind of flick that note off. He's playing that for a whole bar and lifting and releasing the whammy bar at the same time. So, and then then the bar after that, we just go down a fret each. So we just play each fret 1 time all the way to the 6th fret. So, and then we leave that open string and dive the whammy bar. So all together. And then he does this thing with his whammy bar. He'll like pre-dive it and lift it up, and then we have the 12th fret on the G string and B string, and then pull that off to the open string while you're lifting the whammy bar. We have that for 2 bars, and then we go into this next little section. So we have a full bend on the 18th fret on the B string, and then we want to play the 15th fret on the high E string, which will be the same note, twice. So So we have that for a whole bar, and then the second bar, we want to play 18th fret bend 3 times, so... And then we go down a fret each. So then we'll play the 17th, we'll play the 17th fret and bend that up. And then 14 on the high E, and then down to the 16th and 13th, and bend the 15th. And then to end the solo, we have these little dyad bends here on the G string and the B string. So we'll play the 16th fret on the B string and the 18th fret on the G string, and we want to bend the G string till it hits this note here. And then we just go down the frets all the way down to the 7th fret. So 18. So once the solo's finished, we have the A power chords, and we just play those 4 times per bar, and it goes for 4 bars, so it'll be like this. So on the last one there, we want to hold that out for 2 bars. The second bar is only 2/4, so it's kind of like 1.5 bars, and then we have another 4 A power chords. So that part altogether will be this. So after this we go back into the main riff, so our little pull-off riff here on the 7th fret. So we play this riff 3 times, and then we have our A power chords. So we have... We then play the riff another 4 times, and then go into the last verse of the song. So we have our A power chord, C, D. And then we go into the pre-chorus bit again, so that will be the F power chord, E. And then this time, all the other times we've only played this hammer-on riff once, but we're going to play 2 bars of it this time. So we have 10th fret hammer on to the 12th. And again. So then we want to go into this main riff of the song one last time. So we play it 4 times. And then we have a bar of the A power chords with our 7th fret and 8th fret at the end. So 4 of these. A. So we just play that 1 time. And then we want to play the very first riff that we learnt twice. So it will be the 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret D string, sliding down. And then after that second time, we have those beefy ass power chords. So the 5th fret on the low E, A, and the 7th fret on the D string. Down a fret, down a fret, down a fret. And then we have an open A power chord, and we hold that one. And then we have like the rocky song kind of finish, so we just tremolo pick this A power chord for 2.5 bars. So something like that. And then just before the end of that last bar, we want to slide down and we play our main riff of the song again. And then on this second time through, we have these two beefy power chords. It's the same as those other ones, except this time we're adding our pinky onto the G string as well. So it will be 5th fret on the low E, 8 and the A string, and 7th fret on the D and G string. And then we go up to the 6, and then we just slide that up a fret as well. So we have... So just those last two bars there. So we have the riff.